And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the All-Stars taking on the Titans. And now it's switch hitting
Leading
third
off
baseman
for the
Jorge
All-Stars,
Polanco.
The third baseman, Jorge Polanco.
And that's off the inside edge. And we are underway. Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots that are so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And that one is downstairs. 2-2. He goes down looking. Bryce Harper to the plate. He swings and fouls one off. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And it hits off the monster. Throws to second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it
Batting
up any
third,
better than
the
that.
shortstop,
That was exactly what you're looking to do
Bichette.
with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Ball, that's outside.
Bichette, the next to hit, takes outside. The shortstop takes a ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him.
2-0.
Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Tosses to first, and Bichette is retired. And Jack Peterson stands in. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Just off the inside edge.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Full count.
Harper stands at second with 2 gone. Stays alive. May delivers. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now here is Zach Neto. That misses
outside.
The zone,
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink
ball,
on that
strike.
fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Hit on the ground to short. Bichette. And he's safe at first. Here's Trevor Story now. And there's a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. To short. Could be 2. Roberts has it for 1. And that's 2. And here is Scott Rowland.
The third baseman,
Well, almost
number
any time you
17.
roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
1-1.
And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. There's a strike. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Roberts. May back to work. That misses.
Ball.
And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Foul ball there. And a pitch.
That's inside. That's a ball.
That's in there. 2-2. And that's in the
Got
dirt.
a full count.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And that's fouled off. Wood throws right, bats left. Batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was a second-round pick in 2021.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out
That's
first.
inside.
It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2-2.
No score here in the second. That just misses, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate. Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Byron Buxton stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Into the monster seats and gone. That one felt good. It's 4-0. And here's the first baseman, Tony Clark. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
He
got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ground ball right side. And that's just foul. May comes set.
Ball.
In there. And so now 1-2.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. Doubled his first time.
Bryce Harper.
And there's a strike. 4 runs already in the frame. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Yoshida nabs it, and that'll do it. Back now at Fenway. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
May, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. 1 away.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Stretches out and hauls it in. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
It's an interesting thing when you consider
That's
limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit? Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back here at Fenway, on to the third inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. This to third, Roland. And a quick out, number 1. And now Jack Peterson flied to right his first time. That one at triple digits.
0-1.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and Jock is going to have himself a double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
It's 0-1.
Roberts in the box now. No balls and a strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Gone! And they add a pair. It's 6-0. Now the left fielder, James Wood. And first offering is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Here's a 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2.
And there's a rocket into the outfield.
He was all over that one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
The 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Story for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and the batter is George Springer. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Wood settles under it and makes the catch. One up and down.
The catcher.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That's to 3rd, Polanco. Sends it to 1st, and they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty.
Right fielder,
this is Corbin Carroll. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Big Red picks up the K. And we're back here at Fenway Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. And that is out of play.
You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next guy and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Next is switch hitting first baseman, Tony Clark. Swinging a foul out of play.
Strike 2.
The next pitch misses. Yeah, the count 1-2. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So the batting order turns over. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jorge Polanco. He did not go around. And the sweeper catches the plate. Inside.
That's a ball.
And it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And misses inside.
Full count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Zach Neto.
The designated hitter, Zach Neto.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to 1st. No swing. The 1-0. And a foul ball.
Well, these players just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Story now. He's over 1.
Trevor.
Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back onto the track, and he makes the catch at the plate. Scott Rowland caught looking his first time up to the right side. Gets it to 1st, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here in Boston, here's Harper now. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. There's a swing and a drive. And there's a hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the big.
Now pitching.
So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And the batter now, Jock Peterson.
That missed. That's a
Check
ball.
swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country. That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Second baseman.
He's already homered here in this one.
Roberts.
That one missing inside. Roberts checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller. They say it went. Bichette off of first with 2 away.
1 and 2's the count.
Just missed.
Ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. Back inside Fenway Park. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. May back to work. Yoshida in his 3rd season, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. That one hit to right. Harper ranging after it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Justin Turner
now
batting.
First
0 for 1 so far.
Justin Turner.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty.
Number 2.
Luis Rengifo digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
Rengifo.
Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. Grandal on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here at Fenway, new inning getting started. Now the left fielder, James Wood. Just missed.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. It's 7-0. And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal.
Now pitching.
To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
He's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Byron Buxton. He's already homered in this game. Out to short. Throws to first. That takes care of Buxton. 2 outs, base
Now
is
batting,
empty.
the first
Now at the
baseman,
plate, Tony Clark. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. Fought off foul.
Hit.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Springer.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Yeah. And there's a strike. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. He's down 4 strikeouts now. And here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And there's a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Hauls it in, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And that one hammered Buxton. Going back on this one. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So the lineup flips over. Next is the designated hitter, Zach Neto. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that
No
velocity.
Balls, 2 strikes.
And Big Red gets another strikeout. He's been impressive. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark.
Now pitching. Dennis.
That one fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Inside, just missed.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here is Jock Peterson. 1 for 3. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. This one smashed down the right field line. Reaching for it and brings it in. Back in Boston. And now Trevor Story.
County, the shortstop, Trevor.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Foul ball. 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. May fires. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's out to center field. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels
Now
good when you
batting,
can win the
number
at-bat
17.
after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
To second, there's Bichette, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. So up next, Masataka Yoshida. And first offering is fouled off. Roland, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Grounder might be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Back to first for 2, and that'll do it. And we're back here at Fenway Park. We go to the 8th, and now it's going to be Brian Roberts. Santana, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Now pitching, Eric Gagne.
First offering, and it just misses.
Ball.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Check swing. He went. And that is strike 2.
2-2.
And there's a ball.
Count.
That one misses.
Take your base, ball
so a
4.
leadoff walk. Here's the left fielder, James Wood.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Next offering is down low.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And now 2-2.
2-2's the count.
That one
Count
missed.
is full.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the slurve, and it was the right choice. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Just off the inside edge.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
1-2.
Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3.
The center fielder.
So digging
25,
in, Byron Buxton. Just
that missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
Outside
That's the
low,
ball.
and the count is 2-0. Here's a high fly ball out to center, and that is Springer. And that is that. Back here at Fenway, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Man, back to work. In the air, left field, Wood. On the move towards the line. Corrals it. And there's one down. Luis Rengifo getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Buxton snags it. 2 down. Here's George Springer.
The center fielder.
3-pitch strikeout
4.
last time up.
Joel
Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Springer.
That one down the line. And foul ball. 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Struck him out looking with the. We go to the ninth. Now it's going to be Tony Clark.
Now pitching, Jevan Williams.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3
0-1.
strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball
0-2.
and put it in play.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Devin Williams, the strikeout. Jorge Polanco now at the plate. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
And down on strikes he goes, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Off the plate inside. And that's ball 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the
Ball,
count
that's
is
it.
even.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. All set for the bottom of the
for
ninth.
Orange
And now
County,
the switch
the
hitting
catcher,
catcher,
K.
Bert Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Tries
What
to
you
check
got?
his swing. Now a look to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. Center field. Buxton settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Corbin Carroll
Now
the
batting,
next to
right
hit.
fielder,
1 for 2.
Corbin.
Singy, you got to
Carroll.
appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the
0-2.
bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because
Ball.
of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
That one 95 to finish him off. So it's their last chance in this one. Zach Neto will hit next. And that one fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
May is just 1 strike away. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Trevor Story. Ground ball, left side,
Foul ball.
and a foul ball. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk that one hammered center field. And that'll do it. This one Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on Orange County. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Tarek Skubal.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it, and he'll be safe at first. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Tap foul at the plate. And now the 0-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The pitch. Cut. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's the Titans taking on the Machine. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And on the hill, Matt Cain.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And now the DH,
Leading
Zach
off
Neto.
for the Titans, the designated hitter, Zach Neto.
Not even close there. And we're underway in Denver. And that's downstairs and outside. That one ripped. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Check swing didn't go. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. And now, Jacob Wilson.
Oh, that's in.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Just
ball
missed.
2-0.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Now
as a run scores.
Max
Scott Rowland
Scherzer.
getting ready to hit. Fouled off. He was late. Runner at second here. 1 gone. Strike on the inside corner. That smash towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Now the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
Check swing, and that's a ball. Foul ball there. That one finds the corner, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Scherzer deals. On the ground at first. And it gets by him. Wilson coming home. He'll score.
Picks himself up an RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Trevor Story in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back here at Coors Field, our starter in this one, Tarek Skubal.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Bottom of the first,
for the machine.
Trey Turner at the plate.
Hey,
partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
And the 0-1. Just missed.
That's inside.
Next pitch is inside. Ball 2. And strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Brings it in. And there's one down. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Batting second.
When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Late with the swing there.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Didn't go. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. And the batter is George Springer. Swung on, belted. That one back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 2-1. So 2 down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
0-1.
That's off the inside corner. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and Skubal gets the strikeout. Second inning
Leading
set to go. And now Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
Makes the catch. 1 away.
Batting
and now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Next pitch misses, and 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Griffey gets under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Isaac Paredes. Skubal back to work. Inside, just missed. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Next to hit, Ken Griffey Jr.
Nope.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. On the ground, could be two. One at second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So up next, Ryan Dozier. Fouled off down the right side. And
Inside,
ball one. That one at triple digits.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's
and he's
safe.
back in on a dive. Two. Inside, just missed.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough.
There goes Junior. Swing and he breaks his bat. Wilson whips it to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. Here's the catcher,
Batting
Ted
eighth,
Simmons.
the catcher, Ted
This guy's kind of a unicorn in
Simmons.
today's game of baseball. It seems like we're seeing fewer and fewer switch hitters, and he is elite regardless of the side of the plate he's hitting from. Fly ball down the line, Carroll. And that is the inning. Back here in
Leading
Denver,
off
now
for
it's
the
the
Titans,
DH,
the designated
Zach
hitter,
Neto.
Zach Neto.
Max Scherzer goes to work.
Yeah, he's so fun to watch as a hitter. Bats from both
0-1.
sides of the plate, and he's so rare in that he really makes a lot of contact batting both righty and left.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off. You know, but one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between
Ball
at bats
that's
against a
outside.
lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
Scherzer gets the punch out and one away. Luis Rengifo now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Foul ball still 0-2. Right side, Dozier. Handles, throws
He's
to
out.
first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Jacob Wilson. A double and a run scored his first time up. And that is out of play. Headed towards the corner. Reaching down, makes the catch. As we go
Leading off
to the
for the
last of the
machine,
third.
the left
Here's the
fielder,
left fielder,
JD.
J.D. Martinez.
Martinez.
Just
Outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
Next pitch
That's
is outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
A lot of times you'll see a
2-0,
pitcher maybe
2
double
strikes.
up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
3.
Registers the punch out and hits 101. In the air, right field. Carroll grabs it on the run.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his
third
highest
baseman, number
gear
24,
and go a long way to
Ryan
track that one down.
McMahon.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fouled off left side. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Oh, two is the count.
Started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes. And
he got him. Strike. On to the fourth.
Leading off
And the batter
for
now,
Orange County,
Scott
the first
Rowland.
baseman, number 17.
Max Scherzer back to work. Rowland measures 6 feet 4 inches.
0-1's the count.
25 years old. Usually a third baseman, but today starting at first. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
well, this will give him an opportunity to see what it's like to get balls that are up and to the right and down in the dirt. I think after this game, he'll be a little more focused on trying to hit that first baseman in the chest.
Outside low.
1 ball, 2
now
strikes
1
to
and
count.
2. In the air, center field. Junior. And out number 1 on the grab. So digging in, Masataka Yoshida.
The left fielder,
RBI
number
single
7, Masataka
his last time up.
Yoshida.
And that one finds its way through. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Martinez snags it for the second out. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. First time up was a pop out. To third, and it stays fair. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Now batting.
So
catcher,
2 on, but
K-Bird.
2 away. Next to hit,
Ruiz.
K-Bert Ruiz. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Check
Ball.
swing, and he held up. Yoshida, the runner at third. Lee at second with 2 gone.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Pitch
Ball
misses
2.
there, and the count is 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. So here's Scherzer. Pitch in the
Full
dirt,
count.
and it's 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. The throw home. Safe. He beats it.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again. That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Back-to-back singles, just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And the batter now, Zach Neto. 2 on, 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there,
0-2.
but he knows he can't go into that spot very often.
Oh, that's a strikeout. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's George Springer to start it off. Now a fly ball to right center. Carroll. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Yordan
The
Alvarez.
batter, number 44.
Struck out swinging his first
Designated
time.
hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
That one
Off the
inside,
plate, ball 1.
and that's ball 1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Yoshida sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now.
Now batting.
So 2
First
down now,
baseman,
and here is Isaac Paredes. Yeah, that's fouled off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
You tie a guy up
No
like
balls,
that,
2
you're
strikes.
feeling like you are in command.
And that
Oh,
one
that's
missing low. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw.
He's
Misplay
out.
doesn't cost him. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Rengifo. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-1. Now it's the second baseman, Jacob Wilson. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me
No
like
ball,
they
2
really
strikes.
wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Scott Rowland, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground to third, McMahon. 1 away here in the 5th.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
That's a base hit, run scores. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's out.
Tag, out.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Yoshida, the runner at first with 2 gone. High fly ball out towards left field. Martinez going back on it. And out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-1. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. Swing and a foul, out of play. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield. Single.
K-Birds.
And now the catcher
Ruiz.
comes up to hit. K-Bert Ruiz. Runner takes
Now
off.
pitching.
Swing and a hard hit
Yeah,
grounded to
man.
third. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. He will score. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Next one off the plate inside. And a count 2-1. And misses inside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Take your
Boog,
base.
if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Dozier batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Next pitch is outside. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's down.
In the dirt. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Stepping in, Ted Simmons. Inside.
Ball
1-0. And that one wrapped foul. In the air, right side. Carroll on the move. He's got it, and there's 2 away. J.D. Martinez
Now
stands
batting,
in.
left
He
fielder,
struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Martinez.
That one outside. And it's 1-0. And that one in the air, center field. And that will end the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Bunting for a hit. Barehand grab, and he beats it. He's safe. And now, Zach Neto.
Runner!
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first.
Hey.
That's in for a strike.
He's
Throw to second, and great jump. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And that
That's a ball.
skips in the dirt. Runner
One
in
ball,
scoring
2 strikes to
position,
count.
nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Rengifo now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing, called strike. Carroll,
0-2.
the runner at second with 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here is Jacob Wilson.
Runner,
He's trying for third. Out towards right center field. And George makes the grab. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. Skubal back to work. On the ground to third. Slides, but it gets by him. There's Ryan McMahon now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Skubal keeping an eye on him. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Comes up empty.
Love to see it. Power
ball,
versus
2
power
strikes.
right there.
Swing and a ball popped up. Story makes the catch. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Back up the middle and a base hit. Around second is Turner. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a
0-1.
hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the...
Into center. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So they're at the corners
batting,
now.
first baseman,
And here's the first
Isaac
baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Paredes.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the...
Oh, and a great stop.
He's out.
And they get the out. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the
0-1's
press
the count.
boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And first offering is fouled off.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Trevor Story now. Swing and a ground ball. Turner tosses to first, and that is that. Back here in Denver, here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
The center fielder,
He's 0 for 1.
Griffey Jr.
There's a swing and a drive. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Dozier. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Junior stands at second with no outs. This one in the air. Rolling. Settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and there's one away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. On the ground to the left. Slinging it to first in time. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Now it's J.D. Martinez. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Martinez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. Swings and misses, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2 the count.
And that's ruled a swing. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. On the ground, right side. 1 up, 1 down.
Out.
Now here is Keibert Ruiz. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. The tag out.
He's out.
2 outs, base is empty. This is Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball
strikes.
1.
Ball, that's in.
Now pitching, Jenny Kulo.
And a bunt back at the pitcher. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 8th. Here's Turner now.
Trey Turner. Now pitching, Blake Trinan.
Check swing, called strike. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's 1 down. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And 1-2.
Inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's George Springer. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Story throws across the diamond. That takes care. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Zach Neto. And there's a foul ball. And he grounds one to the right side. He'll do it himself. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And now here is Luis Rengifo. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jacob Wilson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ball line to center. Reaching down, makes the catch. Back here in Denver, now it's the DH, Yordan
Alvarez. Now
pitching change here, Dennis Santana.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
That one inside, and it's 1-1. Just missed.
That's inside.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And it bangs off the foul pole, home run. He'll circle the bases. It's 8-2. Isaac Paredes will hit next. 1 for 3. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Outside corner, there's a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Liner caught at second. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And they're down to their last out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
That one pushed foul. And that one sliced foul. 1 strike away. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Second home run of the inning for them, and they're chipping away. It's 8-3. And first offering is fouled off. swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a two-bagger.
All over that one right there. And you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm
ground ball, and this should do it. On to first.
Got him.
Ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.